Here's something most people over 65 don't realize: eating the wrong kind of nuts every day could quietly raise your risk of heart disease by as much as 48%. And the surprising part? These aren't some obscure, rare nuts. They're the same ones you probably keep in your pantry right now, thinking they're doing your body good. But just because a food is labeled natural or heart-healthy doesn't mean it's safe, especially as we get older. Our bodies change with age, and the way we process fats, nutrients, and even hidden toxins becomes more delicate. This isn't just speculation, it's backed by major research published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology. In this video, we're diving into 4 of the best nuts to support your heart, brain, bones, and digestion after 60, and 4 common nuts you should avoid immediately if you want to protect your health and energy. Section 1. Nuts seniors should eat daily. Number 1. Almonds, the bone-strengthening powerhouse. Let's talk about almonds, one of the most underrated superfoods for seniors and truly a powerhouse when it comes to aging well. If you're over 65 and looking for simple, natural ways to support your health, almonds deserve a top spot on your daily plate. These little nuts may be small, but they're packed with nutrients that can make a meaningful difference in how your body feels, functions, and ages. To start, almonds are rich in calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals that work hand in hand to support bone strength, something that becomes increasingly important with age. After 65, our bones naturally begin to lose density, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. While calcium often gets all the attention, it's magnesium that helps direct calcium into the bones and keeps it from building up in the arteries. That's a big deal because it means almonds don't just strengthen your bones, they help protect your heart, too. Speaking of heart health, almonds are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the kind of healthy fat that helps lower LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol. This is crucial because heart disease remains the leading cause of death among seniors. Including a small serving of almonds in your daily routine may help keep your cardiovascular system in better shape and reduce the need for medication down the road. But almonds aren't just good for your bones and heart, they're also a smart choice for brain health. They're packed with vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps fight oxidative stress in the brain. This oxidative stress is one of the key contributors to cognitive decline, memory issues, and even Alzheimer's. Almonds also contain flavonoids, plant compounds that enhance the effects of vitamin E, making them a valuable food for protecting your brain as you age. Now let's talk digestion. Constipation is one of the most common complaints among older adults, affecting nearly 40% of people over 65. That's where almonds come in again. With about 3.5 grams of fiber per ounce, they can help keep things moving and support a healthy digestive system. The fiber in almonds also helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is especially important for seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes. And here's a bonus: almonds also contribute to healthy skin and a stronger immune system, thanks to their high vitamin E content. This powerful antioxidant supports skin cell repair, helps fight off infections, and may even give your skin a more youthful appearance over time. When it comes to choosing almonds, opt for raw or dry-roasted varieties without added salt or oils, and if possible, go for almonds with the skin on. That's where a lot of the antioxidant power is found. A daily serving of 15 to 20 almonds is ideal. Just make sure to chew them well, especially if you have difficulty swallowing, since they can pose a choking hazard for some seniors. In short, almonds are more than just a snack. They're a daily investment in stronger bones, a healthier heart, a sharper mind, and better digestion. Number 2. Walnuts, the brain's best friend. If there's one nut that truly earns the title, the brain's best friend, it's the walnut. With its brain-like shape, it's no coincidence that walnuts offer some of the most impressive benefits for mental clarity, memory, and overall brain function, especially for those over 65. As we age, cognitive decline becomes a real concern, but incorporating walnuts into your daily diet is one simple, natural way to support your brain and nervous system. One of the biggest reasons walnuts shine is their incredibly high content of ALA omega-3 fatty acids, 2.5 grams per ounce, the highest among all nuts. Omega-3s are essential for maintaining the integrity of brain cell membranes and supporting healthy neurotransmission. In other words, they help your brain cells talk to each other efficiently, which is crucial for maintaining memory, focus, and cognitive speed. Numerous studies have found that seniors who regularly eat walnuts show better performance in tasks that require memory and attention. But omega-3s aren't the only reason walnuts are a brain superfood. They also contain polyphenol, powerful antioxidants that help fight inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation is one of the silent contributors to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia, and walnuts help neutralize this threat right at the cellular level. In fact, research published in the Journal of Nutrition showed significant improvement in processing speed and mental flexibility in older adults who consumed just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily over 8 weeks. Another remarkable feature of walnuts is their natural content of melatonin, the same hormone your body produces to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. As we age, melatonin production naturally declines, leading to sleep disturbances, a common issue among older adults. Adding a small handful of walnuts to your evening routine may help restore more restful, quality sleep. Beyond brain health, walnuts also support your cardiovascular system. They're rich in L-arginine, an amino acid that helps improve blood vessel flexibility and regulate blood pressure. This is especially important for seniors on hypertension medications, as walnuts may help support these treatments naturally. Walnuts also offer neuroprotective effects through compounds that preserve myelin, the protective sheath that wraps around nerve fibers. Myelin breaks down with age, slowing nerve signals and impacting balance, coordination, and reaction time. Regular walnut consumption helps protect this critical barrier and keep your nervous system sharp. From an anti-inflammatory perspective, walnuts can even support joint health, helping to ease symptoms of arthritis and general aches and pains. To get the most out of walnuts, aim to eat about 7 to 9 walnut halves daily. Store them in the refrigerator to preserve their delicate oils and prevent rancidity. And if you're able, crack them by hand. It's not only satisfying, but the gentle hand exercise can help maintain fine motor skills, which also tend to decline with age. In short, walnuts aren't just brain food, they're a daily defense system for your mind, mood, heart, and nerves. For seniors looking to stay sharp, sleep better, and age gracefully, walnuts are a delicious and powerful ally. Number 3, pistachios, the blood pressure regulator. Let's shine a spotlight on pistachios, those vibrant little green gems that not only taste amazing but offer a powerhouse of benefits for seniors, especially when it comes to managing blood pressure, blood sugar, and eye health. If you're over 65 and looking for a heart-smart snack that supports multiple systems in your body, pistachios might just be one of your best allies. First, pistachios are incredibly rich in potassium, delivering about 285 milligrams in just a 1-ounce serving, around 49 nuts. Potassium plays a key role in balancing out the effects of sodium in the body, a balance that becomes more critical with age as our kidneys become less efficient at filtering out excess salt. By helping your body flush out sodium, potassium can naturally help lower systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, which is comparable to the effect of some prescription medications, but without side effects. This makes pistachios a smart daily addition for anyone trying to manage hypertension. But pistachios aren't just good for your heart, they're fantastic for your eyes too. They're packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 potent carotenoids that specifically support the health of your macula, the part of your eye responsible for central vision. These antioxidants are known to help prevent macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. Including pistachios in your daily diet could help you protect your eyesight naturally and slow down age-related damage. Next, let's talk about blood sugar control, another top concern for seniors. Pistachios contain a perfect combo of fiber and protein, 3g and 6g per ounce, respectively. This pairing helps slow the release of glucose into the bloodstream, making pistachios a great snack for those managing diabetes or prediabetes. The steady energy release also helps prevent crashes and sugar cravings, which is helpful for appetite control and energy levels. Pistachios also score points for being dental-friendly. Compared to harder nuts like almonds or macadamias, pistachios have a satisfying crunch but are much gentler on teeth, crowns, or dentures, making them ideal for seniors with weaker dental structures or dental work. Plus, they offer a unique benefit when eaten in the shell. The simple act of shelling them slows down your pace of eating, making you more aware and reducing the risk of overeating. This built-in speed bump promotes mindful eating, helps you feel full with less food, and even supports better digestion. For maximum benefit, aim to eat around 49 pistachios per day, ideally unsalted or lightly salted. If you have arthritis or limited hand strength, look for partially open shells, which are easier to manage. And always store them in a cool, dry place to maintain freshness and preserve their healthy fats. In summary, pistachios offer a triple benefit for seniors. They help regulate blood pressure, support eye health, and stabilize blood sugar. Add in the fact that they're tasty, satisfying, and easy on the teeth, and it's easy to see why pistachios are a smart, senior-friendly snack worth cracking open every day. Number 4. Brazil nuts, the thyroid healer. Let's talk about one of the most powerful yet misunderstood nuts out there, Brazil nuts. While they may not be as popular as almonds or walnuts, they offer unique health benefits that are especially valuable for seniors. In fact, just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can make a noticeable difference in how you feel, particularly if you're dealing with fatigue, brain fog, or thyroid concerns. And that's because Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium, a trace mineral that plays a massive role in keeping the body functioning well, especially after 65. Each Brazil nut contains around 96 micrograms of selenium, which is already more than your full daily requirement. Selenium is essential for converting thyroid hormones into their active form. For seniors, this is critical because thyroid disorders are surprisingly common after age 60, often going undiagnosed because symptoms, like low energy, mood swings, and weight changes, can be mistaken for normal aging. A steady supply of selenium supports your metabolism, energy levels, and emotional balance by keeping the thyroid functioning properly. But the benefits don't stop there. Selenium is also a powerful brain protector. It works by reducing oxidative stress, a process that damages brain cells and accelerates cognitive decline. Brazil nuts also help preserve telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of your DNA strands. Telomeres naturally shorten as we age, but when protected, they can help slow the aging process at the cellular level. That's why Brazil nuts are often considered a smart addition to any anti-aging plan. They're also a friend to your nervous system. Brazil nuts support the maintenance of the myelin sheath, the insulating layer that surrounds and protects your nerve cells. When myelin begins to deteriorate with age, it can lead to slower reaction times, poor coordination, and even numbness or tingling. The healthy fats in Brazil nuts, especially oleic and palmitoleic acids, work alongside selenium to protect these nerve coatings and keep your brain-body communication running smoothly. And let's not forget digestive health. The natural oils in Brazil nuts, combined with a bit of fiber, can gently stimulate digestion and help relieve constipation, which is a common issue for many seniors. Plus, they have a rich, buttery texture that makes them satisfying even in small amounts, perfect for those looking to manage portion sizes or avoid snacking too frequently. Now, Because Brazil nuts are so potent in selenium, more is not better. In fact, eating too many can be harmful. That's why it's recommended to eat just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day. That's all you need to reap the benefits. For best quality and freshness, buy them in the shell when possible and store them in the refrigerator to protect their delicate oils from going rancid. In short, Brazil nuts are a natural supplement in snack form, supporting thyroid function, brain health, nerve protection, anti-aging, and even digestion. Just 1 nut a day can truly be a game changer for seniors looking to maintain energy, sharpness, and balance through the years. Section 2. Nuts seniors should avoid. Number 1. Peanuts, the inflammatory trigger. Let's talk about peanuts, one of the most popular and affordable snacks in the world. They show up in everything from peanut butter to trail mix to snack bars. And while many people consider peanuts a healthy option, the truth is, they may not be the best choice for seniors. In fact, for those over 65, peanuts can quietly contribute to a range of serious health issues, especially if consumed regularly. First, it's important to understand that peanuts aren't actually nuts. They're legumes, which grow underground, making them particularly vulnerable to mold contamination. One of the biggest concerns with peanuts is their potential to contain aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by mold that can damage the liver and increase the risk of cancer. This is especially risky for older adults, whose detoxification systems naturally slow down with age, making it harder for the body to eliminate these harmful substances. Peanuts are also known to contain allergenic proteins and lectins, which can trigger low-grade inflammation in the body, even in people who aren't allergic. This chronic inflammation can aggravate joint pain, speed up cognitive decline, and increase the risk of heart disease, all of which are already major concerns for seniors. If you've noticed more stiffness or brain fog and you're a regular peanut consumer, this could be part of the reason. Another issue is their high omega-6 fatty acid content. While omega-6 fats aren't bad in moderation, most people today consume far too many of them compared to omega-3s, creating an imbalance that promotes inflammation throughout the body. For seniors, this can worsen symptoms of arthritis, increase cardiovascular strain, and even impact mental clarity. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, there's another hidden danger. Peanuts are a source of vitamin K, which can interfere with the medication's effectiveness. This can raise the risk of unwanted blood clotting or bleeding complications. Unfortunately, many doctors don't mention this food-drug interaction unless specifically asked. Peanut products, especially commercial peanut butter, come with additional concerns. Most brands are loaded with added sugars, salt, and hydrogenated oils, which can elevate blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and contribute to weight gain. Even natural peanut butters often contain added salt that can be harmful for those managing hypertension. Roasted peanuts pose yet another problem. They produce acrylamides during high-heat cooking. These compounds are associated with neurodegeneration and memory loss, which is the last thing seniors want to accelerate as they age. So who should avoid peanuts? If you have high blood pressure, take blood thinners, or are dealing with joint pain, liver conditions, or cognitive decline, peanuts might be quietly working against your health. The good news is, there are far better nut options out there, like almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, that offer all the flavor and crunch with none of the hidden risks. Swapping out peanuts for one of these healthier choices could be a small change that makes a big difference in your long-term well-being. Number 2. Cashews, the hidden sugar spike. Cashews often get labeled as a healthy snack, and it's easy to see why. They're creamy, delicious, and loaded with that satisfying crunch. But for seniors, especially those managing blood sugar, digestion, or kidney health, cashews can quietly cause more harm than good. Despite their reputation, cashews come with a handful of risks that older adults should be aware of, particularly if they're eating them regularly. One of the biggest concerns with cashews is their high carbohydrate content. With about 9 grams of carbs per ounce and relatively low fiber, cashews can lead to blood sugar spikes, especially when eaten alone. For the estimated 25% of seniors with diabetes and another 48% with prediabetes, this is a serious issue. Unlike almonds or pistachios, cashews won't help stabilize glucose levels. In fact, they may do the opposite. Many people assume all nuts are low carb, but cashews are the clear exception, and their glycemic load can silently throw off your blood sugar balance. Cashews also present a choking risk due to their smooth, curved shape, which makes them easier to inhale if swallowed improperly. This is especially concerning for seniors with dysphagia, swallowing difficulties, or dry mouth, both of which are common after age 65. Even if you've never had a choking incident, it's wise to be cautious with cashews, especially when eaten by the handful. Another hidden concern is their oxalate content. Cashews are rich in these naturally occurring compounds, which can bind to calcium in the gut and reduce absorption. Not great news for seniors trying to maintain strong bones. Worse, oxalates can increase the risk of kidney stones, particularly in people who are already susceptible. Since kidney stone risk rises with age, especially for those who don't drink enough water, this is something to take seriously. What many people don't realize is that cashews are not safe to eat raw in their natural form. They contain urushiol, the same toxic substance found in poison ivy. Commercial cashews are heavily processed, typically roasted at high heat, to remove this toxin. While this makes them safe to eat, the heat also damages many of the delicate nutrients, leaving behind fewer benefits and more risks. Cashews also contain enzyme inhibitors that make them harder to digest. These compounds interfere with protein breakdown and absorption, which is already an issue for many seniors dealing with weaker stomach acid or reduced digestive efficiency. Eating large amounts of cashews could contribute to bloating, indigestion, and poor nutrient absorption over time. So who should be especially cautious? If you are diabetic, pre-diabetic, prone to kidney stones, or suffer from digestive issues or swallowing problems, cashews are best avoided or eaten only in very small amounts. Instead, reach for nuts that are easier to digest and better support blood sugar control, like almonds or walnuts. In the end, not all nuts are created equal, and when it comes to aging well, cashews might not be as kind to your body as they seem. Number 3, macadamia nuts, the caloric bomb. Macadamia nuts are often praised for their rich, buttery flavor and luxurious texture, but for seniors, they come with a list of concerns that are important to understand. While they do contain some heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, macadamias are also known as the highest calorie nut, delivering around 200 calories per ounce. For anyone over 65, when metabolism naturally slows and maintaining a healthy weight becomes more challenging, those extra calories can sneak up fast. Without realizing it, a handful of macadamias can easily throw off your daily calorie goals and lead to gradual weight gain. What's more, macadamias are incredibly high in fat, about 22 grams per ounce, which puts extra strain on the gallbladder, especially in seniors who may have silent gallstones or weakened digestive function. Gallbladder issues are more common than many people realize, and consuming large amounts of high-fat foods like macadamias can trigger painful flare-ups or indigestion in those who are vulnerable. Another risk is their contribution to cholesterol levels. While they do contain heart-healthy fats, macadamias also pack in around 3 grams of saturated fat per ounce, which can increase LDL cholesterol, often referred to as bad cholesterol. For seniors already dealing with high cholesterol, heart disease, or a family history of cardiovascular issues, this makes macadamias a less than ideal choice. Then there's the dental risk. Macadamia nuts are among the hardest nuts to chew, and this can pose a real problem for older adults with fragile teeth, crowns, bridges, or dentures. One accidental bite could result in a cracked filling or damaged dental work, not only painful, but expensive to repair. Macadamias also come with a budgetary red flag. They're one of the most expensive nuts on the market, and this often leads people to buy cheaper, lower-quality versions. The problem? These budget macadamias are more likely to be oxidized or rancid, especially if not stored properly. Rancid fats can introduce free radicals into the body, contributing to cellular damage, inflammation, and even accelerated aging. And let's not forget how easy it is to overeat macadamias. Their creamy, indulgent flavor and soft crunch make them incredibly tempting, yet they don't offer the same level of satiety or fullness as other nuts like almonds or pistachios. Seniors with diminished taste sensitivity may find themselves eating more just to enjoy the flavor, which can lead to calorie overload without realizing it. So who should avoid or limit macadamia nuts? If you're overweight, managing high cholesterol, dealing with gallbladder issues, or have weakened dental health, macadamias might be doing more harm than good. Consider swapping them for lighter, more nutrient-dense options like pistachios or walnuts, which provide similar satisfaction but with far fewer risks. While macadamias might feel like a treat, they're one indulgence seniors should enjoy only in moderation, if at all. Number 4. Pine nuts, the medication disruptor. Pine nuts might seem like a harmless, even fancy ingredient, popular in pestos, sprinkled on salads, or added to gourmet dishes, but for seniors, they come with a surprising list of health risks that are often overlooked. While they're small and packed with a rich, nutty flavor, pine nuts can quietly interfere with essential body systems, especially for those taking medications or managing age-related health conditions. One of the most serious concerns is that pine nuts can interact with medications, especially those commonly prescribed to seniors. This includes blood pressure medications, cholesterol-lowering statins, and antidepressants, drugs used by more than 60% of adults over 65. Compounds in pine nuts can interfere with the absorption or efficacy of these medications, potentially lowering their effectiveness or increasing side effects. Unfortunately, this isn't widely discussed, and many doctors don't warn patients about food-drug interactions unless specifically asked. Then there's something called pine mouth syndrome, a condition where consuming pine nuts leads to a persistent metallic or bitter taste in the mouth that can last for days or even weeks. While this may sound like a mild inconvenience, it can have serious consequences for older adults. This unpleasant taste often leads to a loss of appetite, and for seniors already struggling to maintain weight or proper nutrition, it can contribute to malnutrition, fatigue, and muscle wasting. From a nutritional standpoint, pine nuts contain polyunsaturated fats, which are highly unstable and prone to oxidation. When these fats go rancid, which can happen quickly if the nuts aren't stored properly, they can introduce free radicals into the body. This promotes chronic inflammation, a key driver of conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. Their small size and slippery texture also make pine nuts a swallowing hazard, particularly for seniors with dry mouth, dentures, or difficulty swallowing, a common condition known as dysphagia. This can lead to aspiration, where food accidentally enters the lungs, potentially causing infections or pneumonia. Digestive issues are another concern. Pine nuts contain enzyme inhibitors that can interfere with protein digestion, making it harder for the body to absorb and utilize protein effectively. This is especially problematic for older adults who already struggle with reduced stomach acid and weakened digestion. Poor protein absorption can lead to muscle loss, lower energy, and reduced mobility over time. And finally, there's emerging research linking certain compounds in pine nuts to an increased risk of macular degeneration, a progressive eye condition that is the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. While more studies are needed, this potential risk is enough to warrant caution, especially for those already dealing with declining vision. In summary, pine nuts may be flavorful, but they come with hidden dangers that make them a poor choice for seniors, particularly those on daily medications, dealing with swallowing difficulties, or concerned about inflammation and eye health. If that's you, it's wise to skip the pine nuts and opt for safer, more senior-friendly alternatives like walnuts or almonds, which offer more health benefits without the risks. Let's wrap things up with a quick recap. The right nuts can protect your heart, brain, and bones, while the wrong ones could be silently harming your health without you even knowing it. If you're over 65, it's time to make smarter snack choices. Aim to include almonds, walnuts, pistachios, or Brazil nuts in your daily routine, and start cutting back on peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts. Your body will thank you. Now we'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in how you feel after adding or avoiding certain nuts? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share your story with our community. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you never miss helpful tips for staying healthy and strong after 60.